Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Um, I want to talk about a subject that don't have nothing to do with anything um, martial arts or less lethal, but it does have a combination of those. And I will call this session, What Would I Would Tell My Younger Self? So it'll go something like this. I would tell my younger self, don't rush into things just because everybody else doing. I would tell myself, don't hate people. It'll weaken you. It's better to forgive, which I'm still working on, but I'm a lot better. I would tell my younger self, get your education, and if she's really in your corner, she'll understand. I would tell my younger self to start martial arts early in your 20s. So when you get in your 40s, you're more advanced in your knowledge. I would tell my younger self to get into to guns, to learn how to operate them. I would tell my younger self to know the difference between love and lust. I would tell my younger self, listen more. Don't jump to conclusions so quickly. Control that temper. And just kind of relax. I would tell my younger self not to run from my problems and kind of sit there and face them. I would tell my younger self to learn to live for the day and enjoy today just for today and not worry about thinking for the future long term. I'll also tell my younger self to mind your business. Everything is not your business, and some people need to learn the process for themselves. I would tell my younger self that everybody that says that in your corner may not be in your corner, and those you think may not be in your corner really are in your corner. I would tell my younger self not to hold on to grudges for other people. For instance, my mom didn't like a person, so I have to dislike the same person too. I learned for myself, your family battles is not necessarily your battles. I would tell your younger self, if you don't have people in your circles that's trying to elevate and celebrate and move in a positive direction, cut them loose. They just only gonna slow you down. I would tell my younger self to invest more, learn a side hustle, learn to keep your credit clean, which I eventually got a whole lot better but I wasted a whole lot of time learning where I could, at this point, own property and own a house before I was 30. I would probably tell my younger self, be mindful when you have a kid, cause it changed your life. If you're not ready for one, don't have one. I have a child, and absolutely it's the greatest joy in my life. But at one point in my life, I don't think I was mature enough to understand that. I would tell my younger self, pay attention to small details. Everything is not big and wide. Sometimes the best lessons in life is just the smaller things in life, the smaller experience in life, the simple joys in life, like eating an ice cream cone. Everything don't have to be so serious. I would tell my younger self not to be so image-based, worrying about how I looked in people's eyes, and just really worry about how I look to me, how to love me more. I would tell my younger self that. Those are the things I would tell my younger self to, do a better job. But that's okay. Certain things in life is just it's not meant for that time. You may not have been ready for the message at that time, but today you are ready for that message. You may not be able to forgive that person at that time, but today you can forgive. You may not want to be pushed or motivated to change careers at that time, but now you're ready to challenge yourself to do something greater, something out of your comfort zone. So that's just one of the things that I would say. I would just want to know what would you tell your younger self? I know I can hear some jokes like, "Oh, I wouldn't marry that woman." Well, I definitely had a few of those. One, I wouldn't change. There's one I would change. Sometimes you think with the small head and you don't use the big head, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's just a lesson that it's just not your time, and now it's your time, and now you can hear it. I definitely remember stories my brother told me, and he would just preach it down my throat, which I got tired of hearing it, but I hear it so clearly today. Like, it makes like I had an aha moment, and like, oh my God, he's right. He was right all the time. But I couldn't hear it. I resisted. I was defensive, and he was like, okay. He's like, okay. And sometimes you gotta do that to people. You gotta say, okay, today is not your time. We'll revisit the conversation years down when you're ready for it. So, and that is all I have to say. Have a good one. Have a good weekend.